Here's my 1974 Harley Davidson hot rod mini bike. I've had this thing for quite a few years. I call it Barnacle. I actually won it on eBay for, I don't know, maybe like $30. It came out of Louisiana. I had it shipped up here. It didn't have an engine. It was just basically the frame, the chassis and stuff. But it was really nasty when I got it. It looked like it actually had sat in the bottom of the ocean. That's why I would call it Barnacle. I tore it down and kind of salvaged all the pieces that I could, and then with my spare parts stash made a working bike. I had some spare X90 90cc engines, so I ran it for a few years as kind of a stock, not numbers matching little mini bike. It's not the correct paint scheme for 74. I just kind of like that one better. So I did that with a spray paint can, nothing special. But this one's kind of unique because what I did is take and shoehorned a 125cc engine out of a 73, I think it was, a TX or SX Harley Davidson dirt bike. You can kind of see it fits in there pretty good. The main case, the bottom end is the same on the bigger bikes as it was on the 90ccs, so I thought, well, this one should be an easy fit, and it did go in there nice. I had to modify the top bracket a little bit, but it does fit in there. The carburetor was a little janky, so I had to make a custom manifold. I just tigged together two manifolds to move the carburetor away from the frame, but it seems to work okay. I had to rejet the carburetor a little bit for the different exhaust and the air cleaner. But as far as the exhaust, I took the stock dirt bike exhaust and I basically just cut the tailpipe off. I left the expansion chamber the way it was from the factory, hacked it off, shortened up the pipe so it didn't stick out so far. And that way I could still run a little silencer in there to keep the noise down. I had to put a bigger sprocket in the thing because it was just way too fast. This thing has a 5-speed versus the regular X90, which had a 4-speed. And the extra gear and power, the thing, I mean, it was literally scary fast. The way it sits now, with where it's geared down, it still does about 70 miles an hour. But it's got a ton of power. It'll pull the front wheel off in first and second gear with just twisting on the throttle. So it's pretty fun to drive. But the other issue I ran into, not an issue, but challenge, was the 90cc versions were a 6-volt magneto electric system, where the 12-volt engines on like a Z90 and the bigger 125s were a 12-volt system with a alternator. So what I did was I put a little regulator rectifier up there, and that allowed me to run without a battery, kind of a battery eliminator system. So this has no battery, just starts like the regular stock X90 mini bikes. I kind of left the wiring all basically the same, but there it is, a little Barnacle, my hot rod X90 that is really a 125.